guys, it's me, DeJa Skye from RuPaul's Drag Race Season 14 and All-Star Season 10, and welcome back to my channel. So bracket 1 is done. Were you guys living? Were you living for the drama? Were you living for the mayhem? Were you living for the mug? Because I know you were living for the mug. Ooh, but yes, we are moving on to pink bracket. You see it. You see it. So we are moving on to pink bracket. So that means another round of get into the mug. Okay, so this time we are going to do some gals from the pink bracket. The girl that I have chosen first. I love this diva. I adore this diva. I was not in the same bracket as this diva, obviously, but I just fucking love her and her makeup, and everything about this lady is just amazing. We are gonna do Miss Lydia Butthole Kollins. Yep, I hear you in the comments. You're screaming. I know you're screaming. This was the most requested one, and I said, you know what? Let me just give the fans what they want. So here you fucking go. But before we get started, please do not forget to compliment the makeup at the end of this video. Like, comment, and subscribe, and let's get into the butthole. So we're gonna get into this mug. She has a very unique and distinct mug. I love when a girl, like, and I suggest this to every single drag artist that is starting out. I always say that pick a shape and like an eye shape that you can replicate and just change the color, because that way you can do it fast, you can take your time, but you will have something recognizable, and it's something that you can do in a pinch, and it's like, that's Lydia. Okay, so let's get started. I already prepped and primed. So first things first, I start off with brows. It's just the easiest thing for me to do. That way I know how much and how big I can go. She does a black brow. I do a brown brow, but we're gonna do a black brow. And her brow is literally just kind of literally straight up. Doing brows is like the most nerve-wracking thing. And they're very thin. Like, super thin. When I see Lydia's mug, I just see like a really gorgeous, like, Morticia Adam. I was very sad I wasn't on pink bracket with Lydia, because I would have loved to meet her. I am so like gagged because pink bracket literally had the moment of who's that? That is so iconic and gaggy to me that like a bracket, like literally someone would like walk in and the entire bracket would be like, who's that? That's kind of sickening. I think this was a little too archy, but I really don't want to redo them because I feel like I will literally piss myself off. Okay, but for Lydia, we're gonna redo it. This is for you, baby. It's still Archie. Oh my god. It's still giving arch. This one is literally the shape that she does. There we go. Okay. Okay. We are going to prime and carve out this brow. She uses a lot of white. Let's start off with the bad brow. And let's try to give her some shape. What I love most about Lydia is if you ever get a chance to meet her, hang out with her, she's like one of the most sweet, genuine people ever. And I think that's what people pick up on the most, and that's why her fan base is like huge. One of my favorite Lydia moments is, do you remember in Untucked when Crystal Envy was saying why Anya shouldn't be in the top? And she was like, me, Jules, and Lydia looked at her like, don't bring me into this. It's because Lydia really is that girl where she just like, girl, I don't want drama. She's like, I'm just here to do my thing, you know? Also, how freaking sweet is it that they're actually like in love? Lydia and Corey, that is the sweetest freaking thing ever. Girl. Okay. Full disclaimer, you guys, the brows were stressing me out, okay? We're gonna try a different technique. I think what I'm going to do, I am going to basically etch out all the negative space first, and then we're gonna do our eye, and then we'll just do our eyebrow last. So y'all are seeing a different technique, because those brows were atrocious, girl. Like, I need them to at least be in the same family. And they were from like 4 different baby daddies, girl. So we're basically just covering all the negative space where like our brow bone would be, and then we'll fill in the brow last. And I'm very sloppy when I do this part because I'm like, I'm just gonna blend it out. It kind of looks like a Batman mask. It looks like a superhero mask. Okay, now she did this eye during press week, and I was like, Mary. My go-to palette as of now, this is the Ellis Atlantis palette, and we are gonna go into the color Specimen. Oh yeah, I feel like a specimen already, honey. I guess it's more chartreusey neon green, but it's still neon green. And because we have that white base, it shows up gorgeously. Y'all see it? Ooh! She basically takes it all the way over. She kind of like does like a big wing and then adds black and white. See, I love a diva whose makeup is just as simple as green, black, and white. Honey, I just love a diva that's simple, to the point. Yeah. Because she takes it like all the way out. Gorge. So let's set this brow bone with white. Then I'm just going back in and like fading out that. I want it to blend, darling. I want it to blend. This color is really, I haven't used this color. This is the first time I'm using it. I don't really use this row, to be honest. I'm more of the blue row or the neutral row. Now what we're gonna do is we are going to, I feel like we should probably cut it and then add black. Yes, let's do that. I'm trying to think of the best possible way to do this. I'm going to cut it with a concealer from SheGlam that is literally a white concealer. So glad that you guys came around to the orange bracket. Because like I said at the Roscoe's viewing party, I remember when like the cast dropped, I feel like the orange bracket didn't get as much love at first. I feel like everyone was very much like, oh, team pink, team purple. Love that like we kind of like woke it up. We gave it to y'all right off the bat and then y'all had like no choice but to stand, honey. So now we're gonna add some black in the inner corner, but I wanna leave the base wet. That way when I recarve, the base will still be wet. Okay, so she concentrates the black just here on the inner corner. And then I'll go in later and I'll add some more definition with some liner. And then we're just gonna take a small round blush and kind of blend those edges a little bit. Yep, that's what it's giving, mama. Okay, so now we can, because I want a really crisp line, now we can recarve just a little bit. And I suggest this to everyone. If you don't know exactly what eye makeup you're going to do one eye. Do one full eye. Don't go back and forth. That way, when you know what you want to do, once you have what you want on one eye, you can just go back and redo it on the second eye. That to me is like the best thing I can do. Like there are times where I'm like, oh, I don't know what to do. Just do one full eye, get it how you want it. That way it's so much easier to replicate on the second. Oh my God, look at me talking and f***ing up. See, y'all, today I am cursed. Let's set all of this with white. Now we are gonna add a little bit of black. I know that she does kind of like the bat wing, but I like to add black first and then I'll define it later. Just on the very corner. Oh, wait, before I do that, y'all, before I do that, to re-add some green in here to set all of this, because this is still not set. So I'm gonna add some more of that specimen right here before I add the black. That way it's already down. So again, it doesn't have to be precise, but I'm just adding a little bit of definition before I go in later with some liner. And another trick, and I suggest this to everyone, is pat when you blend. Pat, because also patting adds the product, it deposits it, but you can blend as you go. So as I'm tapping, I'm blending. I'm going little by little, out, out, out. And I'm blending as I go. And like I said, I'm literally just keeping it close because we're gonna literally fill all that in with liner later. But I just want a little guide. So we are done right now. I'm gonna do the other eye off camera and then I'm gonna be back for the face. Okay, so eyes are done. I look f***ing cool, let me just tell you that much. As you can see, you guys, I want this makeup to be so good. So I wiped off the black and I just added green. I was like, I'll just do liner later. The one thing about Lydia that I noticed is she's not really big on like highlights. She kind of just has like one color face. I don't think I can possibly do that. That's just not in my character to do one color, but I'm just not gonna highlight as bright as I normally would to give the essence of Miss Butthole. You know what I mean? The first thing we're gonna do is I'm going to finish the brow, or at least add foundation up here. Now I was a fan of the butthole, but I think when I became a stan of the butthole, well, high school, but when I became a stan of Lydia Butthole Kollins was that lip sync. Y'all, I know for a fact everyone on set was gooped and gag. I know they were. I know that they did not expect this cute little innocent little girl, oh my God, to turn it out. I guarantee you, everyone that was behind there watching, I promise you, they were like, oh girl, already you're good. Lydia's going home. I guarantee you. And then that gorgeous, flawless diva of love turned it out. And I know for a fact, that's when Rue was like, oh yeah, she's coming back. She's coming back. Now, I don't know if Rue knew it was going to be as quickly, like, weeks later, but I could just tell that Rue did not take her eyes off of her. And honestly, subsequently, Lydia didn't take her eyes off Rue either. It was a match made in heaven. Corey, you better watch out, girl. Rue's coming for your gig, honey. Lydia reminded me of Willow on our season. Now, I don't like to compare queens, but let me tell you what I mean by that. Is Willow never gave away her cards, okay? Willow never said that she was this or she was that. She just showed you, right? She didn't say that she was an actor. She didn't say that she's a fashion girl. She didn't say that she was this or that or good at improv. She just did. So that's what Lydia gives me. Is like, she's not going to give you all of her cards. She's going to just tell you what you need to know, baby. So we're just going to highlight, just because I just don't feel comfortable. Like, my face structure is just going to look crazy if I don't highlight. But we're just not going to highlight bright. And I will say this much about this pink bracket, y'all. Y'all saw the episode, and if you haven't, you at least saw the preview. Mama, they're about to go freaking in. Y'all have Mistress Isabel Brooks, who gives not one fuck about anything. Mama, this bracket is about to be chaos. And then I know she does no contour, but again, I want to still look decent. So I'm just gonna contour my jaw. That's just me. I just want to contour my jaw. And she has like a very round face, so I think I'm gonna try to give that. And these sticks, but Anastasia, they're so good because they literally just cause a shadow. Like, it just looks like a shadow. Y'all know Miss Lydia B. Kollins loves her some freaking blush, okay? And like, no shade, y'all saw it. If you haven't on my channel, I cannot stand blush blindness. I can't do it. But I think that Miss Butthole, Lydia, if you're nasty, I think she's got like where it still looks gorgeous and blended now, so I'm completely happy. We're gonna go in with some cream blush. So this is the Made by Mitchell blush, and we're gonna go in with this hot pink. And she really deepens right here. She doesn't even contour. I don't even think she contours. I think she just blushes to holy hell, and she keeps her blush very concentrated in this area. So that's what we're gonna try to do. Boom. It's very 80s, which I live for, but we're gonna blend her out because one thing I cannot stand is unblended blush. And that's what I mean by blush blindness. Mama, put as much blush as you want on. Just blend that heifer out. That's all I care about. Just blending it out. It looks wild sometimes, and each to their own. Each to their own. Mama, you do what you want. You do not have to listen to anything I'm saying. Clearly, like, why? You do not have to listen to me at all. It's just a preference for me. I'm like, I just want your makeup to look blended. Now, I know that she carves her or cuts her cheek. So we're going to cut it a little bit. I can't, you guys. I have to add a little bit of concealer right here. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. But it's, as you can see, it's not even a bright concealer. It's like middle tone concealer. But my dark circles were coming through. Were y'all as gagged as everyone else was when you heard that Lydia was coming back immediately? Were y'all gagged? Were y'all like, what, diva? Were y'all gooped, gagged, and gandered? Comment below. Or were you like, makes sense. I'm very happy for her. I mean, I say this to anyone. If RuPaul calls you, take the opportunity. As long as it makes sense for you, why would you not take an opportunity to be on TV again? It made sense for Lydia. You know, it wasn't like she had to prepare a whole entire 14 episodes of looks. Like, it just made sense for her, you know? And that's the same thing when people get on Ginger and Georges for coming back. Girl, if RuPaul calls, why not take an opportunity? Like, no shade. Ginger, Lydia, and Georges, they did show growth in that small amount of time. Every single time Georges has been on TV and Ginger has been on TV, they've grown as artists. And they've delivered. So I'm like, girl, y'all are just... Besides the blush, my face is literally one color. So now let's conquer these brows. And let's hope that I do them justice. Like I said, very thin. So I'm just gonna follow. Now the other one. This is always the good brow. This is always the good brow. Okay. I think they are decent. I would not say perfect, but I would say that they are in the realm of the butthole. I think they actually look pretty gorgeous. Actually, now that I'm looking at them, I think they look pretty gorgeous. So I'm going to take that same brush that we used the green with, and I'm just going to marry the products and marry them together. I mean, that'll do. We're going to add some liner a little bit later, but gorgeous. Okay, so let's finish off this eye. So like I said, she does like a bat wing. I don't know how to explain it. I believe she has hooded lids like me-ish. So you go up like a normal liner, and then you go in. And then normally you would go all the way over or anything like that, but you're basically just going to break it down. And because I have hooded lids, I have to be very careful. Hold on, and let it dry for a little bit. So then when you look forward, it just looks like a cool wing. It's like an abstract wing. So yeah, that's what we call a bat wing. And then I just tight line, just the lash line basically. Boom. Okay, other one. Woo! So let's finish off this eye. Now let's work on the bottom. So I'm gonna add some white on this inner corner. One of my favorite things about Lydia's makeup, and I don't even think, this is just a detail that I think is just so unique and cool, but she does her tear duct, like her sharp tear duct, in red. So we are gonna do that. So this is a red cheap liner. Hopefully it does well, but she basically creates like a cat eye in red. Red. I don't know why I said red. Oh my god, I love it. Look. I love it. And it's those little things like, I pick up on the little details of certain people's makeup. Like how I was saying, I just love that hers is so like white, black, green, and then it has that little touch of red. Those little things that really make it your makeup, you know? And it's also the little things that I guarantee you no one even picked up on. Like I guarantee you a lot of people didn't even realize that she uses red in her inner corner. But that was the one thing that I always loved about her makeup. I was like, oh my god, you like create a cat eye in red. That's so cool. I'm gonna take the black liner again. She follows it all the way over here. This is a lot of liner. Oh, I would go through liner so quick. Okay, we're gonna smoke it a little bit with black. Some black shadow, we're gonna smoke it a little bit. And then we are gonna take that same green shadow and we're gonna just basically go below it and just basically just follow where I put the black, but just basically just go underneath it to kind of finish this eye off, connect it. I love that she connects all this together. Then I'm also going to take it and basically fully connect the top with the bottom. Then going back with some black and just really smoke it. Yes, ma'am. Comment below, what season 17 gal would you love to see on an All-Star? I know I would love to see Susie. And I would love to see Corey. Those are my two that I would love to see on All Stars. Susie, in general, she could have really won, you know. And then Corey, I just love that she's made a name for herself outside of Drag Race. To finish off the under eye, I'm just going to grab some white liquid liner and just enhance the white line underneath the red. If you had like a little bleed over, you just take your black liner and then just fix it. So let's finish this makeup. So we are going hot pink. This is the Ellis Atlantis Luna Eclipse Mama. She wants it pink, so we're going to give it to her pink. We're going to start with this hot fuchsia. And this is very pigmented, you guys. So hers really just starts here. All of the depth is here, or at least I'm going to try to make it. I'm going to try to make all the depth here. Yes. And then I'm going to slowly bring it out, but I'm just going to try to concentrate it there. Mama. 80s down, honey. This is how she likes it, y'all. I ain't mad. This is how she likes it, honey. She wants 80s in the streets and a freak in the sheets. Okay, and then this baby pink, or kind of middle tone pink, I'm going to start blending that down. Oh my god, am I giving butthole? We're going to do some light contouring once I find a palette. She just has a little bit of warmth on like her temple, obviously. She is Caucasian. And I am melanated, so there we go. Just a little bit of warmth. I see it through her photos. And then we're taking this along the jaw. Give me a little bit of neck. Now let's work on the Lydia B. Kollins nose, honey. She has a very distinct nose, and we are gonna break it down. So her nose comes to a point. She has a line, and then she also fills in her nostrils too. So this is gonna be crazy. So her nose goes from wide to small. Then I'm gonna blend her out a little bit, but she pretty much keeps it kind of harsh. She also does like this line right in the middle of her nose, kind of like lifts it. Basically creates like a little boop. And then she also does a white line across. So let's see what that's gonna give. Ooh, I'm nervous for this white line. Should I do it in cream? Should I do it in like my beige color? Let's do that. Let's do my beige color. So I don't just have a white line. Let's do it in like my normal. This will be, I think, less distracting. Oh my God, that is so cute. That's adorable. I mean, before I do the nostrils, let me clean up my under eye and nose. Just gonna use the MAC, some Studio Fix, to clean up and brighten my under eye. Okay, now let's fill in these nostrils, because she wants her nose to be turned up. Oh, it looks like I just took it like a big oh my God, that's so crazy. Oh my God. You guys, it literally looks like oh my God. My nose looks so up, and that is wild, Miss Lydia B. Kollins. Look at my nostrils. I know that she has some moles, so let's add some moles. And they're not sporadic, or at least I don't think they're sporadic, but like one right there, one right here. I know for a fact Lydia does not use any shimmery highlighter. She is a very matte girl. Let's do some stonework. Let's do some stonework. I put in some blue contacts. Her eyes are blue. So let's add some stones. I know she uses black stones for this look, some crystal stones, and I want to say she even has some like baby pink stones. So that's what we're going to do, mother darling. A little crystal, a little crystal. Love that. Also too, you know what? I'm feeling inspired. I'm actually gonna add crystals where her beauty marks are. Why not? Instead of a beauty mark. Oh my God, that is so cute. Oh my God, I'm sorry. That's freaking adorable. Let's work on this Lydia B. Kollins lip. Now, her signature lip is sickening. She basically does black on the outside and then red in the middle. It is a signature thing. I live for it, mama. Okay, that is giving the realm of the lip. Oh my God, the butthole of it all, honey. So we're going in with red. This is Maybelline Superstay. Like a deep red. The center. With red. And then I think what I'm going to do, because the red is primarily in the middle, I'm going to take some black shadow and basically set my lip liner like that. Oh my God, am I Kollins yet? Okay, you guys, well, I am gonna go put on a lash, put on a look, and we will be right back for DeJa Butthole Kollins. Well, you guys, this is my Lydia B. Kollins makeup transformation. Okay, now compliment the makeup. I'm giving like futuristic Barbarella butthole. That's what I'm kind of giving. But comment below, am I giving the butthole realness? Because you know this is the year of the butthole. So am I giving it to her? Now, y'all recognize the look, right? Y'all recognize the fit. Her and Corey share this, and I think Joella has this too. This is from Dragstop. So I was like, girl, I've never worn this before. Like, I bought it and then never wore it. So I was like, I'm giving it. She loves a bob. This was the only bob that I literally had. And I kind of feel like she would wear this. I kind of feel like she would actually kind of serve in this. Okay, so here's the test. I'm going to try to FaceTime my sister. Sister.
Oh, okay. The bob is crazy.
You wouldn't wear this hair?
Take up pictures. I would absolutely wear that hair. I was actually going to ask you for
I was going to say, you can totally have this. Am I giving the butthole?
You are giving.
Do you see it?
Giving the butthole.
Mama.
You literally have on the Dragstop bodysuit.
See? You clocked it. You clocked it. Yes. Okay, but Mama, are you proud? Because this looks sickening.
I'm very proud. Okay, I think that you have one of the most coveted mugs in Drag Race history, and I definitely think that you did it justice. I think you did a little better than me, so I'm a little...
Girl, stop it. You are gorgeous.
But it looks great. Now, here's the notes.
Okay. You guys saw it first. It is Lydia B. Kollins approved, and she would wear this wig. Okay, bitch, yes. But you guys, I'm kind of gagging how much I love this series because it shows off my skills, but also I love learning new things or kind of pushing myself. Like, I was really going through it with the brows, but I just love the fact that I can kind of like recreate another person's mug and it still looks good on me. Now, we're only 3 mugs in. Now, I'm sure we are gonna get to a mug that I'm like, all right. You guys, I really hope that you guys are loving the content. As always, like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me if you want to see me tour. Let me know. I will come to your city, baby. But I love you guys so much. And thank you for all the love for All-Star Season 10. You guys, all is not lost. There's always a wild card. And I love you guys so much. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.